Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Al-Fatihah bil qabul wa tamam kull sul ila hadratir Rasul sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam. Al-Fatihah. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Arrahmanir rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Subhanakallahumma khairu muallimin, 'allamta bil qalamil qurun al-ula, arsalta bit taurati Musa hadiya, wa banal batul fa'allama al-injila, wa fajarta yanbu'al bayani Muhammada, fasaqal hadisa wa nawala tanzila. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan 'abduhu wa rasuluh. Habibuhu wa safiyuhu wa khaliluhu an-nabiyul mustafa wal habibul mujtaba wa ala alihi wa sahbihi fi kulli lamhatin wa nafasin adada ma wasi'ahu ilmullah. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nuril anwar wa sirril asrar wa triyakil aghyar wa miftahi babil yasar Sayyidina Maulana Muhammadin al-Mukhtar wa alihi al-athhar wa ashabil akhyar adada ni'amillah wa ifdalih. Allahumma arzuqna sidqa fil qawl wal ikhlas fil amal. Allahumma ij'alna minal ladzina yastami'una al-qawla fayattabi'una ahsanah. Allahumma arzuqna fahman nabiyyin, hifzal mursalin, ilhamal malaikatil muqarrabin bijahi sayyidil awwalin wal akhirin. Ya alim, khaliqna bi khuluqil ilm, haqiqna bi haqa'iqil ilm. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. Wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. Wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. Amma ba'. So inshallah today we will continue with our study with the text of Aqidatul Tahawiyah, and currently we already entered the chapter 15, which is about Iman and Mu'minun, which is about faith and the faithful person. And Sayyidi Sheikh mentioned, qala Shaykhun al-Musannif rahimahullah ta'ala wa nafa'ana bihi wa bi'ulumihi fi daraini amin. He said, wal imanu huwa al-iqraru bil lisan wa tasdiqu bil jinan. Wa tasdiqu bil janan. So he said that faith or belief is affirmation by the tongue and believing in the heart and mind. So the aqallul iman, the less, the minimum thing for us to say that the person having an iman is he believing in his heart about what we will mention after this. So even though the people doesn't iqrar bil lisan, doesn't affirm the things with his tongue, but if he has the belief in the heart, so we consider them as a mu'min. Okay, we consider them as a mu'min. But there is a four people that we will talk about it. There is four type of people. Imam Asawi in his book, he said that there is four type of people that been asked to no. There are four type of people in related to the kalimatul shahadah, shahadatain. There is a person that believe, and when they been asked to mengucap, they mengucap. Okay, they affirm it by their tongue. So we consider them as a Muslim. The second type of people, they believe in their heart, but there is nobody asking them to mengucap, alright, to affirm, to iqrar bil lisan. So we consider them as a kafir for us, but di sisi Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, for Allah, he is a Muslim. Okay, like people in maybe remote places, maybe in Antarctica, things like that. So there is nobody want to ask, please recite your shahadah. No, yeah. So that kind of people, they believe in God. They may be having YouTube, things like that. They saying this kuliah. So Wallahu a'lam. So this kind of people, this is the type 2. When they die, we bury them in the kuffar places, cemetery, but in the Allah Ta'ala eyes, he is a Muslim. Okay, this type 2. The type 3 is the people that they have the belief, in their heart. But when we ask them to recite the shahadah, they do not want. So for us, they are kafir, and in the eyes of Allah, they are kafir too. Why? Because they do not declare their shahadah when it is necessary to declare. Alright? And number 4, Fadal Sidi. And number 4 is the people that in their heart they doesn't believe, but their mouth are affirming. This is the people of munafiq. So the people of munafiq, for us, we consider them as Muslim. We buried them in the Muslim cemetery, but for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are kafir. And they are the people that will enter the fire and will be places at the bottom of the fire. Okay? Asfali minan nar. Okay? At the bottom of the fire. Wa'iyyazubillah. So Allah Ta'ala protect us from that kind of people. So Sayyidi Shaykh said that what he said here is affirmation by the tongue and believing in the heart. What do we want to believe and what we want to affirm is wa jami'a ma sahha an Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam min asy-syar'i wal bayani kulluhu haqqun. What we must affirm by our tongue and we believe in our heart is all the authentic tradition from the Prophet, upon him be peace, regarding what? Regarding the Syariah, all the rukun Islam, things like that, okay, rukun iman, and the explanation of the Quran and the Islam are true by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, this is what we affirm by our tongue and what we do the tasdiq by our jinan. Alright, what we believe in our heart and our mind. Okay, whatever that the Prophet bring to us, we believe it. Okay, we believe it. Even though things like, this is how we want to see the people of iman and yaqeen, and the people of with not people that doesn't have iman, but the iman is not strong lah, right? Not strong. So what one of my teacher in traditional madrasah, he never use any other water than the water from the kolah. What we call kolah? Kolah wuduk tu lah. What we call?
Because it's Malay.
Right. So Allah alam lah. Yeah, from kullah, but yeah, in English what we call? Container. Then no, right? Tapi kolah lah, right? We understand kan, kolah. So my teacher always use the kolah, the water from the kolah. Why? He said that every single people that use the water from the kolah using it for their wudu, right? The remnants of the water that been terpercik masuk dalam tu, that been dropped into the kolah. So that is a shifa. Kan? That is a shifa. So that's why my teacher always use it. Even though I bring him a new mineral water, then I came back 2-3 months after that, he just give it back to me. He never use it. So, but some of my friends, they geli lah nak ni kan. Yelah, ada keladak dalam tu kan. So it's up to people. Yeah, there is no but it depend on your yakin lah. Right? So that's what. And my teacher said he never have ill things like that. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah. So I also follow his step lah. Tapi kat sini nak cari kolah kat mana pula. So but yeah, alhamdulillah. Okay. So we believe in that, and that's why when we go, insyaAllah, Kak Karma will go to Hajj. So whoever go to Madina, the Prophet said that everything in Madina is shifa. Everything in Madina. That's why it is from the lack of adab, bad etiquette with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when you use mask at Madinah. People using mask because of the debu, jerebu, things like that. If it really the debu from Madinah, the dust from Madinah, it will heal you. It is never will cause you anything because of the dua of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So again, it is about your belief, about your yaqeen with the hadith of the Prophet. So that's why for me myself, I always try to, like, if I want to buy rutab, kurma, right, tamar, I try to, even though it is quite expensive, I try to buy the Madina, the Prophet tamar, what we call ajwa, right? Yeah, quite mahal lah kan. Sekarang 1 kilo dah 100 lebih, 100 something. Kalau beli dekat sana mesti dapat 70, 60 lagi kan. So, but yeah, you know, people will say Ashan Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know, we do that because of the Prophet. It will increase your iman. You know, between two perfume, one is 10 ringgit, one is 20. You choose the 20. Why? Because the Prophet loved the scents. You do it because of the Prophet. You know, between the soap, you know, your shirt, between white and other colors, you use white. Why? Because the Prophet loved it. Just simple as that. Why you make it? This is one of my teaching. He said how we want to inculcate in ourselves the love of the Prophet is try to choose everything in our daily life with the eye or the glasses of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right? You love this because the Prophet loved this. You do this because the Prophet do this. Try to make that, inshallah, it will increase your love to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? Then he said, wal iman wahidun wa ahluhu fi aslihi sawa. Belief is at the essence is the same. Everybody, we all the mu'minun and all the believers are the same as far as the fundamental of the faith. Wa tafadulu bainahum bil khashyati wat tuqa. But however, they vary in ranks due to the variation of their pious worship to Allah, wa mukhalafatul hawa, their rejection of ill desires, wa mulazamatul awla, and the prioritizing duties and deeds. So what I mean by that is, like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they are all the same, at the same places, at the same maqam, at the same station. All the Prophet are the same, all the messenger are the same. But Allah in the ayah, one of the ayah Quran, Allah Ta'ala said that all the Prophet are the same. But in another ayah, Allah Ta'ala said, tilka rusulu faddalna ba'dahum ala ba'd. There is some prophet, there is some messenger that faddalna, we make it them more, right? Very right. Variation in their ranks more than others, right? We uplift some of them, and we some of them not really high. Okay. Minhum man kallam Allah, some of them are talking to Allah, wa rafa'a ba'dahum darajat, and some of them Allah Ta'ala lift their station. So what is mean by that is that their iman with Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala are increasing. They are at the maqam of the Anbiya, they are same. They are all the Prophet, they are all the messenger that receive the message and go spread the teaching. But how their worship to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, their maqam, what the scholars of tasawwuf said, their rank in the maqam of siddiqeen is the different, because every prophet are wali. So the variation is in the wilayah. Alright, that's why some of the prophet are in the wali of kutub.
Apa ni nama? Can you define wilayah?
Wilayah is kewalian lah, kita kata. I'm not sure what to translate in English. It's more specific than that. Wilayah is, I understand. But wilayah, when we call it wali is a person that having a wilayah. Okay, when we call somebody prophet or messenger, is people that getting the message, right? So wilayah is the people that getting wali is the people that getting wilayah from Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Whereas wilayah is simple translation is the closeness of them to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. All people after this, Imam Tahawi will say about it. All the mu'minun are wali of a God, the friend of God. The simple translation, the mostly I see from the English translation of wali is the friend of God. Yeah, but It's not really accurate lah terjemahan tu kan. Kawan Allah kan, macam pelik gila kan. So but that is the, I'm not sure is some, if you use no, if you use the Christian theological terms, we call it sainthood. Okay, sainthood. So wali is saint and wilayah is sainthood, like a prophethood, right? So it's sainthood. So I'm not sure you can understand that. So you try to translate lah. Yes. Yeah. So the prophet is more higher, but the one and it's not moving, right? The rank of the prophet is just a static. It is here, right? The wilayah is here, okay, and the messengerhood is above, but the wilayah is the one that can go up, okay, but it will never going beyond the prophethood station and the messenger. Yes, it can go down, but with the prophet it will never go down lah. We said that. Yeah. Alright. What's the difference? The prophet is the easiest meaning of that is, the difference between that is, the prophet is a man with that given a message, but he doesn't have to spread the teaching. That is the prophet. But the messenger is vice versa, the Rasul. Right. But some of my teachers are not really agreeing with that term. Why? Because he said that even us which is not prophet still being asked to do the da'wah. Yes. So why the prophet doesn't have to do that? So, but yeah, the argument is there. So wallah alam. The ta'rif been given by the scholars, you know. So, but yeah, some of my teacher arguing that things lah. Okay, and my teacher asking Syekh Nuruddin Marbu Al-Banjar Maki. So Syekh Nuruddin said that ta'rif is be given by the scholars. So you need to discuss with the scholars lah. So that is the easiest. Yeah, I'm also not sure what to answer with that thing lah. But my teacher's question is valid, and I'm holding to that. But you know, still the scholar have their opinions on that matter. So yeah, maybe the different syariah, things like that. Yeah, wallah alam. So, but what we means by that is that why we said man, because there is some opinions that said that Sayyidatina Maryam is a prophet, because he meets with the angel, right? So yeah, and he been given some revelation, things like that. So that's why there is some opinions. So that's why the most noble woman is Sayyidatina Maryam, the most noble. That's why we call her alayhi salam. Yeah, alayhi salam. After that is Sayyidatina Fatimah, without any argument. Okay, radhiyallahu ta'ala wa alayhi salam. Okay, so the conclusion is all believers are same as fundamentally speaking of the iman, but we varies in our taqwa, in our khashyah, the fearness, our fear to God, right? Our taqwa, how we holding to the what have God said to us, God instruction to us, things like that. Okay. Then he said, "Wal mu'minun kulluhum." This is what I'm saying. All mu'minun, all believers, kulluhum awliya'ur rahman. So you people are wali. Alright, you people, inshallah, we are all wali. Why? Because the awliya, there is two types. The awliya, the wali of umum and the wali of khusus. So the wali of umum, all the mu'minun are awliya. Okay, the friends of God, the loyals to of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there is the awliya of khusus, which is we say with people with karamah, things like that, right? So there is the wilayatul khusus. This discussion is deeply been discussed in tasawuf matter. So yeah, maybe we can ask Sayyidi Syekh to share about it lah. Okay, I'm not the person that right to talk about this thing lah. Alright. Then he said, وَأَكْرَمَهُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَطْوَعُهُمْ وَأَتْبَعُهُمْ لِلْقُرْآنِ. The most noble of them, the awliya, is to Allah are those who are the most obedient and who most closely follow the Quran. So this is the way. Okay? How we want to be closest to Allah is the one the most obedient and the one the most closely follow the Quran. Then he said, wal iman huwa imanu billah wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wal yawmil akhir wal qadri khairihi wa syarrihi wa hulwihi wa murrihi min Allah Ta'ala. He said that what we want to believe about the iman, things that we need to believe in our heart is belief consists of belief in Allah, His angels, His books, His messenger, the last day, and the belief that the decree, both the good of it and the bad of it, the sweet of it and the bitter of it, is all from Allah. Okay, all the things is from Allah. This is the things that we need believe. What is mean by that is that it doesn't mean that we need to relax, we need to be lax in our obedience, we do not do nothing, things like that. No. What is mean by this is that this what we have in our heart. Belief is the amal of the heart, not the amal of jawari, not the amal of body. So some people are the stupid people think that Allah Ta'ala already decree all the things. So if God say we eat today, we will eat today, even we do not search for it. This kind of silly kind of thinking, making people crazy. Okay, so what he said here is belief. Iman is about the amal of. We believe Allah Ta'ala has decree for us. If Allah Ta'ala said today we will eat, how much we work hard, we will eat that much only. Even though we work for, maybe we can, the amount of work, maybe we can eat for what? Apa makanan paling mahal kat KL ni? Wagyu beef. Alright, Wagyu beef dekat Menate. Alright? Alright. Berapa? 8,000. Okay. So let's say you work hard for that. But if Allah Ta'ala said you only will eat the chicken rice shop, so what to do? Okay. So that's only. So we believe in Allah. We work for whatever we want. But whatever we have, we believe that all have been decreed by Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. That's it. And that's all. And we have the redha with Allah Ta'ala decree. That's the main thing. Okay? Not that we just do, do whatever you want to do. Okay? Do the best, whatever you can do. Okay? Right. Then he said, وَنَحْنُ مُؤْمِنُونَ بِذَلِكَ كُلِّ. And we believe in all these things. لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله. This is what Allah Ta'ala say in the Quran. لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. We do not make any distinction between any of His messenger. وَنُصَدِّقُهُمْ كُلُّهُمْ. And we accept as true what all of them brought. عَلَى مَا جَاءُوا بِهِ. Then he said, وَأَهْلُ الْكَبَائِرِ مِنْ أُمَّةِ مُحَمَّدٍ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ فِي النَّارِ لَا يُخَلَّدُونَ. Those of the ummah of Muhammad, which is everybody that mengucap, alright, there is finnar la yukhalladun. If who have committed grave sin will be in the hellfire, but not everlastingly. Okay, if they do the kaba'ir, they do the what we say enormity, kan? Enormity. Alright, grave sins. So they will enter. If Allah Ta'ala doesn't forgive them, they will enter the hellfire, but not everlastingly. إِذَا مَاتُوا وَهُمْ مُوَحِّدُونَ. If provided they die on tawheed. Wa illam yakunu taibin, and go to Allah as believer even they have not repented. Ba'da an laqullah arifina mu'minin. So they go to Allah in muwahhidun, but they do not have the time to do the taubah, do repentance, so they will be in the hellfire, but not yukhalladun, but not everlastingly. Okay, right. Then he said, وَهُمْ فِي مَشِيئَتِهِ وَحُكْمِهِ إِنْ شَاءَ غَفَرَ لَهُمْ وَعَفَى عَنْهُمْ بِفَضْلِهِ كَمَا ذَكَرَ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ فِي كِتَابِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ ذَلِكَ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ. They are subject to his will and judgment. If he wants, he will forgive them and pardon them out of his generosity, as is mentioned in the Quran, which means, and he forgive anything less than that blasphemy to whoever he wills. Alright? And وَإِنْ شَاءَ عَذَّبَهُمْ فِي النَّارِ بِعَدْلِهِ ثُمَّ يُخْرِجُهُمْ مِنْهَا بِرَحْمَتِهِ وَشَفَاعَةِ الشَّافِعِينَ مِنْ أَهْلِ طَاعَتِهِ ثُمَّ يَبْعَثُهُمْ إِلَى جَنَّتِهِ. And if he wants, he will punish them in the hellfire out of his justice, and then bring them out of it by his mercy and for the intercession of those who are obedient to him, and send them to the paradise. So this is up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah Ta'ala want to punish us, Allah Ta'ala want to forgive us. Allah, He's right. Yeah, whatever He want to do. Okay, whatever He want to do. But for us, we hope. We hope for the forgiveness. Right? We hope for the forgiveness, and we hope for the syafa'ah. Alright? That's why, keep up your salawah, so that's the syafa'ah of the Prophet is for you. That's why the Prophet also mentioned in the hadith, my syafa'ah is for, my intercession is for the Ahlul Kaba'ir, for the people of wrongdoing, for the people of the enormity, for the people of do the grave sins, not for the people of taqwa, like CD. These you people are the people of taqwa, inshallah. Okay? You doesn't need. Me, I'm in need of the syafa'ah, subhanallah. But
punishment, can it come before death?
Yeah, it can. That's why we said, the people that die horribly, right? It's they have a hard die. Not die hard like the film, but it's they having cancer, having some sickness before their death. All that is the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to clean them, clean their sin, all of that. Even the paper cuts is the way of how Allah Ta'ala want to forgive us. Yeah. Every single iota of our sickness is a way for Allah Ta'ala to forgive us. So Alhamdulillah. Then he said, وَذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ تَعَالَى تَوَلَّى أَهْلَ مَعْرِفَتِهِ وَلَمْ يَجْعَلْهُمْ فِي الدَّارَيْنِ كَأَهْلِ نُكْرَتِهِ الَّذِينَ خَابُوا مِنْ هِدَايَتِهِ وَلَمْ يَنَالُوا مِنْ وَلَايَتِهِ. He said that this is because Allah is the protector of those who know Him, ahli ma'rifatih, and will not treat them in this world nor in the hereafter the same way as He treat those who deny Him and who have lost out on His guidance and have failed to obtain His protection. So we hope for to be from Ahlul Ma'rifah, Ma'rifatullah. That's why we follow the tariqah. Don't follow the tariqah or do the zikir and do tasawwuf things for magic, things like that. There's some of the tariqah, they do zikir for to gain some property, to gain money, to search for harta karun. Yeah, there is some of the tariqah in the West Africa. They have North Africa, West Africa. They have one tariqah that if you do this zikir, you can control the snakes, things like that. Yeah, they have that type of thing. Then see Yeah, so this kind of people, or what we said is all that type is witch and wizard lah, wizardry. Alright, you know, I love Harry Potter, but you know, just from imagination cukup lah. Kan? We do not want to have that in our real life. Okay. Then he said, Allahumma, and then this is the dua of Shaykh. He said, Allahumma ya wali al-Islam wa ahli thabbitna ala al-Islam hatta nalqaka bihi amin ya rabbal alamin. Oh Allah, you are the protector of Islam and its followers, keep us steadfast on it until we die. So we pray for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us steadfast in Islam, insyaAllah. Amin. Then we enter the chapter 16. He said about the Muslim nation. He said, وَنَرَى الصَّلَاةَ خَلْفَ كُلِّ بَرٍّ وَفَاجِرٍ مِنْ أَهْلِ قِبْلَةٍ وَعَلَى مَنْ مَاتَ مِنْهُمْ. We lean to validate doing the prayer behind any of the people of the Qiblah, Muslim, whether they are pious or sinful. Alright? Even though it is makruh to pray behind the kabair, fajir people, but still it is sah. Alright? And doing the funeral prayer over any of them when they die. This is kind of, I thought this kind of thing that never happened to Malaysia, but it is happened. You know, back last year I think there's one people. Yeah, he always make controversial things in Malaysia, and then I heard some people said that nobody want to pray over him in the prayer. So, you know, thing like this, don't do lah. Okay. As long as we still consider them as Ahlul Qiblah, we still see he is praying, things like that. So, yeah, we judge by the outwards. You know, we judge the outwards. Right? We don't judge the inwards of people. If we see he is from the Ahlul Qiblah, he pray, he fast, then yeah, pray for him.
Ini dari Al-Quran.
This is from the.
Meaning Allah is saying, right?
What?
We here means Allah, right?
No. We Muslim. Yeah, we Muslim here. We lean to validate doing the prayer behind any of those people, because you know. When Hajjaj Yusuf As-Saqafi, this is the fajir people, you know, the sinful person and very notorious gangster lah. You know, why? Because he killed many Sahabah and Tabi'in. He not just killing Tabi'in, he killed Sahabah. There is no bigger enmity than killing the Sahabah of the Prophet. But even in that cases, Ibn Umar still praying behind him when he become the imam in prayers. So people asking, why you are praying behind the fajir people? So he said that when he enter the mosque and he do the prayer, yeah, we consider them as Muslim and they have doing their tawbah. Right? So we judge from the outward. We judge from the outward. The problem here, we always try to judge the inward. So that's come the problem. Okay. Then he said, وَلَا نُنَزِّلُ أَحَدًا مِّنْهُمْ جَنَّةً وَلَا نَارًا وَلَا نَشْهَدُ عَلَيْهِمْ بِكُفْرٍ وَلَا شِرْكٍ وَلَا نِفَاقٍ وَلَا بِالنِّفَاقِ مَا لَمْ يَظْهَرْ مِنْهُمْ شَيْءٌ مِّنْ ذَلِكَ وَنَذَرُ سَرَائِرُهُمْ إِلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى. He said that we do not declare any one of them will categorically go to either paradise or hellfire. This is our belief. We do not say this is people of paradise, no, or this is people of nar, also no. Okay, and we do not accuse any of them blasphemy. Alright, kufur, disbelief, associating anything with Allah, or hypocrisy, nifaq. This, you know, this one that I also following the usrah thing like that, you know. But the people usrah sometimes you know doing more than they supposed to do, like you know, like calling people this is munafiq, this is the you know, then try to what we call justify their calling things like that by the hadith, things like that, you know. This Al-Imam already said that wala binifaq, do not Wala nashhadu alaihim bi kufrin wala syirkin wala nifaq. Do not say people this is munafiq. No. Who are we? Okay. Ma lam yadhhar minhum syai'un min dhalika. As long as they have not openly demonstrated any of those things. That's why we say even Shia, kan? Even Shi'i people, kan? If they do not demonstrate any of the disbelief, any of hypocrisy, any of the kufur, anything with their word or with their body, right? So do not say anything about it, as long as they do not have openly. They have not openly demonstrated any of those things. We leave their hidden characters to Allah Ta'ala. Yeah? We believe that. Then he said, وَلَا نَرَى السَّيْفَ عَلَىٰ أَحَدٍ مِّنْ أُمَّةِ مُحَمَّدٍ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ إِلَّا مَنْ وَجَبَ عَلَيْهِ السَّيْفِ. We do not approve of the killing any human of the Ummah of Muhammad except those who deserve it according to the law. The main idea is all the blood of people, especially Muslim, are haram, except those who are deserved by the Sharia. And this is must be executed with the legal government, not us. Even though we know, really, in Kitabul Fiqh, he said, in Kitabul Fiqh, whoever doesn't salah, do the prayers, we can kill them. The hukum hudud for the people that are neglecting their salah, they are not doing their 5 prayers, the hukum hudud for them is pancung lah, kan? Kill them. But are we gonna do that by ourselves? No. It must be dibicarakan, brought them to the court, then anyone that been authorized by the ruling government who can do the killing. Okay, so don't make it like a cowboy things, right? Alright. Then he said, wala nara al-khuruj ala a'immatina wa wulata umurina wa in jaru wala nad'u alaih. This is hot. This is in the what we call musim pilihan raya ni kan. Gitulah. Wala nad'u alaihim wala nanzi'u yadan min ta'atihim wa nara ta'atahum min ta'atillahi azza wa jalla faridatan ma lam ya'muru bi ma'siyatin wa nad'u lahum bis salati wal mu'afa. We do not recognize rebellions, transgressor against our righteously qualified and appointed caliphate. Alright. So, or those in charge of our affair, even though they may act unjustly. Even though they may act unjustly. So, in these cases, there is 2 things. First, what is meant by here is the caliphate, what we can see here in Malaysia, Malaysia system of ruling, we said the caliphate mean here is our sultan lah. Okay, we do not transgress, rebels with them. But in term of the parliamentary election, it is the open system. So if you want to get rid of any parties, you can do. There is no problem. It is your duty and your hak. What is hak? Your right. Your right as this rakyat as this the public to choose whoever they want. So it doesn't mean any rebellion since that. Why? Because there is redha for them. Diorang sendiri letak jawatan kan? Ke apa? Tak kan? Diorang letak jawatan. Sekarang tak ada government kan? So sekarang sultan je. Okay, and KSU lah. KSU tak boleh lah kan, jawatan dia kan. Jangan ni pula. So it doesn't mean rebellions in it. Because I see the neo khawarij lah, things like that. So this is not politik suka hati lah. Masing-masing lah kan nak pilih apa pun kan. Kita tak ada. Ni dalam ni kita mengaji. We learn. Okay. But what we say here is if have been appointed They have been appointed after this, after the election. So we do not recognize any rebellions. That's why when Imam Muhammad Nafs Zakiyah. Okay, Imam Muhammad Nafs Zakiyah is one of the prophet great grandsons, Muhammad Nafs Zakiyah. When he declared a rebellion and he making Madinah be the ruler of Madinah, when all the people giving the bay'ah to them, Imam Malik doesn't give the bay'ah, and it is the same as when the son of Zubair al-Awwam, Abdullah ibn Zubair, do the rebellions against the Umawi, right? The Umawi Caliphate, right? So yeah, we do not justify the ruling. Yeah, after Yazid. Yeah, I think the time of Yazid, either the time of Yazid or just after, yeah, at that time. So he been killed by Sayyidina Abdullah bin Zubair been killed by Hajjaj. He been killed by Hajjaj. So even though, this is the people that been the lover of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Zubair al-Awwam and his son Abdullah bin Zubair. Even that, we do not recognize the rebellions, right? We do not recognize that. Then he said, we do not wish them evil, nor do we refuse to obey them. Right? So do not wish evil to the rulers. This is one of the mistake. Lately, I seeing it. People doesn't make doa for the ruler, things like that. When the doa of Jum'ah, when the Imam, Allahumma fil muslimin, Amin. Then when mentioning the name of the ruler, then people so this problem lah, again, the attitude of us. Okay, we hold. That's why Imam Abu Hanifah said that if you have one istijab doa, one doa that been promised to be accepted by God, he said what you want to make a doa is make the doa for a good ruler. Make doa that Allah Ta'ala give your ruler a good things. Okay? That's the way that our scholar teach us. It's not that means that Imam Abu Hanifah is people of government. No, he been beat by the government. He been imprisoned by the government, because he doesn't want to be the qadi, right? So even that kind of people. Imam Malik also said, even he been beat by the governor of Madina, and he in his book he said that you must follow the ruling government. Okay. Then he said we hold that obedience to them is part of obedience to Allah, the exalted, and therefore obligatory as long as they do not order to commit sins. There is no is our country order you to do some maksiat? No? Is there? No. So we pray to Allah that He guides and forgive them. Okay. وَنَتَّبِعْ سُنَّةَ وَالْجَمَاعَةِ وَنَجْتَنِبْ شُذُوذُ وَالْخِلَافُ وَالْفُرْقَةِ. He said, we follow the pathway of the Prophet and the Jama'ah, the righteous group of Muslims, and avoid deviation and partition and divisions. So that's why, people inclining to anything that they incline based on their thought, based on their past, you can incline to anything you want. Okay, any partition or division, any parties you want to go, please. But do not make separate, like this is the masjid of this party, this masjid is for this party. No, we all Muslim. Yeah.
Jama'ah here refers to...
Yeah, the Jama'ah refers to what been said is the people of Muslim, the way of the general Muslim. What we call the Sawadul Azam, the most people, the big group of the scholars and the Muslim, how the way that Muslim live, you know, how the most, what not how the most Muslim, because most of them are not really religiously living, right? So but it means that what been taught by the Jama'ah, what is the Jama'atul Ulama and Jama'atul Muslimin said, this is the Islam. Practicing Muslim, right? Okay, that's the way. Not is some group saying this, some group saying that. No, it's not any particular group. That's why we said the easiest way to conclude this is the way of Muslim. How Muslim living in the time of the Prophet. That's how we want to be live. That is how we are living. So even in the time of Prophet and the time of the Sahabi, there is a khilaf, you know. The time of Prophet doesn't have khilaf lah. But at the time, starting from the time of Sahabi, there is khilaf. But we still call them is the path of Jama'ah.
This is that I have a problem also here. Here we say we follow because we want to follow good examples.
Okay.
Tapi earlier we said that we cannot judge, kan?
Betul.
Maknanya dalam Islam there are those who don't practice.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know, Wallahu a'lam, perhaps they will be better than us if they come back.
Yep.
So here maknanya we follow, but we follow the best, but we don't pass judgment or we think that we are better than.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, we follow the guidance, the guide of the people being guided, the scholars, right? You know, but we do not judge people of Muslim. Whatever they do, we hope for the best, like what have been mentioned in the few pages back, right? But yeah, we follow the one that have been mentioned by the scholars. Yeah, that is what we follow. Because you need to separate between what we do with our practice and what is our concern with others.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Because I find if we confuse the two, then the way we present Islam is very powerful. Maknanya, rather than attracting.
I see.
yang tak,
That's why we said we all Muslim. Just come to us. We all Muslim. You Muslim. We Muslim. So do not separate that. That's why my teacher always said that even though the istilah, you know, the terminology of Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah is very high and heavy, it doesn't mean that it's overcome the term of Muslim. The Muslim is the general words, and we are all Muslim. We do not say, who are you? I'm Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah. No. I'm a Muslim. Yeah. Either you a Shi'i or you a Bid'i, you still Muslim. So, you're Muslim. But we in that realm, you know, in that, even after we said that we are Muslim, there is all kind of type of Muslim. So yeah, we differentiate things for our practice, but for the healthy community, you know, just we live civilizedly. That's the way. Okay, civil society. Right. And then he said, I think I try to banyak gini. I try to finish here. وَنُحِبُّ أَهْلُ الْعَدْلِ وَالْأَمَانَةِ وَنُبْغِضُ أَهْلُ الْجَوْرِ وَالْخِيَانَةِ. He said that we love the people of justice and trustworthiness, and dislike the people of tyranny, injustice, and betrayal. So we love the justice and trustworthiness, and we dislike the people of tyranny, أهل الجور والخيانة, the injustice, the betrayal. Right? We dislike them. But if we having them in our society, yeah, we try to rectify. Okay, we try to rectify, but if they've been our leader, so yeah, we do what we can do. But do not oppose them like rebelliously, things like that. No, we have it. We have the time for the election, things like that. Yeah, choose that time. Yeah, Allah Ta'ala have already give it to us, so choose it. Yeah. In the past, yeah, you know, to change a leader is kind of you know, susah lah kan, susah zaman dulu, terpaksa buat demo sebagainya kan. So Allah Alam. Then finally, I think wa naqulu Allahu a'lam fi mashtabaha alaina ilmuhu. When our knowledge about something is unclear, we said Allahu a'lam. So just give it back to God. Yeah, give it back to God. Wallahu a'lam. So we stop here. I think yeah, already 11:30. So we break for 10 minutes, I think. Then we will continue insyaAllah. Wallahu ta'ala alam. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.